Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. I'm a channel for a channel. You hear that? Oh. Movement toward adventure. Opportunity. Caterpillar. No. Yeah, let's take crow as well, right? Like that. So risk. Nature. Well, adventure. Does adventure, an adventure means risk, right? But it came in the reverse, right? The brown star. That's good. Yeah. Just a reminder. Yeah. Nature. But in the reverse, so should I not press the button now or what? Oh, okay, now I see what this means. Stars in reverse. Yeah, I keep it like that. So it basically means that I think you are just at the moment brave enough to take the risk of somehow what's the risk? I'm wondering what's the risk. I mean, if I see the burp and the brown star in the reverse, it's like literally the digestive tract from beginning to end. Sorry. Yeah, I think you are just at this point a little bit, you know, this joyful muse energy that came out in the very beginning. It's this recklessness. Reckless? Yeah, it's like, you know what? Gonna do what I want to do with my time, and you know, like you just abandon almost everything that is not serving your energy. I think it's a very powerful and empowered state. It's almost also this it's a feeling of being invincible, but not really. It's more this recklessness. It's like, you know, I just do what I do, right? And be who I be, and without apology. And you just do that, and somehow it feels like a risk somehow, because it is on the table, right? But it's not a risk. I know this card came out in the reverse as well, but it is the risk in this for you is not using the opportunity. Maybe you are having an opportunity somehow, and you want to make use of it, but it feels like a risk to do so. But I think at this point you are just really like the spirit of the river, and you are allowing the adventure to play with you, not to play with you. That's too. Notice it's like to take you, right? It's the adventure can take you, and you are not afraid of losing. It almost looks like people to me, right? I think it's this, you are not afraid to lose people, stars, because your adventure is the movement towards yourself, right? It's this movement towards who you are. And even if this means that some energies, people, whatever, maybe are not, they cannot or will not go with you, maybe? It could be. It just, I don't think, I'm not sure if this means the risk is that this is going to happen, or if, I don't think that it is the case, actually. It's just, or maybe you think that. Maybe you think that the risk is that you will lose something somehow. But you will not. You will only gain things, right? And it is not, it's just going through it, right? And cleansing yourself of all of those things, you know? Cleansing yourself of the stars. Why would you cleanse yourself of stars? To shine brighter, right? Yeah, to shine bright yourself. Right? Yeah. It's almost like you have stardust all around you, and you clean yourself from this to become the star yourself. You know, and play your own melody. What's natural to you and what you like, and for as long as you like it. And it feels precious to me. Because the Burp card is actually, upright, a card of release. What do you have to release? Yeah, listen to that, right? You have to release bad energies. Every energy that is in the way of you shining, right, is the energy that you are releasing. Yeah. It's good, actually. It came out like this, I think, right? Somehow so. Something like so. And it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense, because you are more than just the keeper of stardust, almost. Keeper of stardust. How would you keep stardust? It's like you went through a maze or through a landscape full of dust where trees burned down. But those were not normal trees, right? It's like stardust trees. You know, when they burn down, they don't burn down ashes. It's more like glitter or stardust. Yeah. And when you come out of this maze, then you are full covered in this, like completely. It's just that to be able to get out of this, you need to wash yourself clean from this, because by the time you have exited this burnt down forest, you have become a star yourself. It's almost a transformation that you go through or went through. And yeah, and therefore you have to release all the stars. Now everybody except yourself. It's more a journey towards yourself, right? More than anything else. So let's see if we can pull some more cards. It's powerful, and it's just because I think your journey was long, so therefore, of course, 3 of feathers. Yeah, your journey was long. Magic. I think what you are doing here, that's so cool. So you are exchanging the 3 of feathers, which would be the 3 of swords, or, you know, the heartbreak energy, for magic. You know? Because in the end, I think all that you really want to do now is be magical, right? It's not about, when you release the 3 of feather energy, right? It's an energy where it's filled of all those emotions that we don't really want to have in a way, but we do experience them when we hold on to a specific outcome. 3 of swords is always heartbreak, right? So heartbreak, what does heartbreak mean? Heartbreak means that you want someone in your life and you can't have them in your life or something like that, right? That's mostly what heartbreak does. And you are holding on to an outcome or, to the outcome of I want that, right? And by not doing so and letting this go and seeing what you actually can do, the magic that's always around, right? And just embracing this and, and just leaving the other energy completely behind. You achieve the status of the joyful muse because you have, the star. Yeah, you are the star. You become the star just because you embrace magic now. And magic is your number 1 and magic cannot be taken away from you. Which is a nice energy, but maybe you do that also because magic cannot be taken away from you. And if magic cannot, it seems to me that this is a little bit of a band-aid for the 3 of feather energy. So it could be that you are just accepting somehow and trying to make the best out of a 3 of feather energy and just playing with the magic now. Yeah, it's really this wound of, well, at least this cannot be taken away from me. Right? It's healing, it is. So, of course, if it keeps you in a higher vibration and joyful somehow, then continue to do it because in the end you are just here to experience everything you allow yourself to experience. And when we hold on to people or situations too much, we sometimes hold on to pain as well, right? And when you just allow yourself to experience the magic, and there's magic, a lot of magic around, and you just dig deep into this, of course something good will come out of this, right? It's just what you can do, right? And that's totally fine because at least, it's this finding your life force somehow. Something that keeps you entertained. And not in a heartbreak energy. Strength. Yeah, and it shows you and gives you back your strength also, right? Look at that. I love those cards. I mean, that's a very interesting and nice and powerful strength card, right? So clearly by accepting and just being the magic, something is being returned to you also, which you maybe don't even know just yet, but something is being given to you because of your priorities, maybe? Because you say, you know what, I'm not, those earthly matters, they are okay. I mean, we all have to engage in them, but it seems to me that the magic for you is something more than that. And you just change the status of this somehow, right? It's just now I'm noticing that this figure is standing on the foot of this creature. I don't think that is a bad thing, though. You know, one might think that if you stand on the foot of this magical creature that it's bad, but it almost seems to me that this was wanted somehow, and that you are supposed to, that you are being carried by this figure. Maybe this is a representation of some sort of spirit that carries you around and gives you some sort of access, because the solar plexus, right? So you get some special access to just much more, right? And it's also around, right? So this yellow red energy is also here, right? So it surrounds you. This energy, like this animal too. Maybe you actually, you know, with magic, it's this, look at that. I mean, the colors are somewhat similar, right? Maybe you are, I mean, that's so, it's a bit scary, isn't it? This image. But it's also almost a bit, you could be surprised, right? So maybe what you will get access to surprises you a bit. Even you magical believer and supporter of magic. What you will see by being carried by this beautiful spirit animal, right? It's like, wow, it's now I'm getting this, oh wow, I know magic exists, but I didn't know that it would be this big, or wow, you know, it's this, oh, I didn't know. Wow. And Mother of Feathers. Oh yeah, wow. So it seems to me that you are being given the sight, because this is, look at this, is a gigantic eye, right? So maybe you are really getting access to a lot of, yeah, whole new world, you know, because this looks like a world too, with the color, you know, if we zoom out and look at Earth, it really looks like you see a lot. You get shown things, right? You get shown things, spiritual things. And it's like cleansing. It's cleansing because this is there and it's natural. But it's also very, you know, there's a creation in this. There's a creation, a powerful creation. And it's, you know, by having this sight, it's opening, it's so big. Maybe that leaves you a bit speechless because it's so big, the sight, right? So clearly you're being shown things that you haven't seen before. And it leaves you in a state of, I thought, yeah, I always believed that magic exists, but that it would be this magical? Wow. Right? Yeah, leaves you in the in the fool state again. Well, the fool's journey is when the fool starts in a journey and gives you a new beginning somehow. But it's a different new beginning, because it is it's different. It's just different. Who just wants to say that it's different. 4 of coins. And the 8 of coins. It's golden. If you look at that. So there's a face, right? But there's another face in behind it. This is like, and suddenly I see a snake there. Yeah, it's like, you know, when I look at this image and I look at it and I look closer and I see more. Maybe you start to see auras, spirits. It's like they show themselves to you. It's not like, because they can see you, it's just that you didn't see them. Right? Yeah. And it goes even deeper than this, you know, that if you would go closer there, it would be, there's more, there's even more to see. Such a golden path, golden leaf. Yeah, and then again, this spirit that you were just standing on with your foot. Spirit animal. Somehow, it seems to me that somehow you get shown things. It really feels like both of them are starting to fly and, you know, discover landscapes and everything. And also transform, you know, it feels to me that this figure can somehow also shape the form somehow. It also feels like this figure could become this one. Maybe it's one. Maybe this is just a part of you. Could be. It's magic. Yeah, very magical. Yeah, cannot say it in a different way. So let's see. Let's go back to Earth. I was just totally zoned out. You too? If you find a word, it's yours. Play. Our work can and should take on the quality of play, for it is play that stimulates creativity. Oh, lovely. Yeah, so it clearly wants to show you that this is this magical, the magic that you see is playful and not too serious, right? Because this magic card, look, it's still, you could say it's very serious, right? But it's not. It's more play than anything else, right? And transformative, right? Very surreal. I mean, look at this house. This doesn't really look like, you know, the perspective proportions are somehow off, or are they on? Right? Maybe you see more because you see, yeah, enhanced, detailed. It's like increasing the frequencies of the vision. Oh, and now I'm getting the borders, and they disappear. This, you know, it's like very, like the borders, they disappear. And this also means the border to the other side, the other realms, right? Because if there's no border anymore for you, for your eyes, you will see more, right? It's like they are being washed away, like when you just started with the stardust, right? It's like they are being washed away. It's like the dust that prevented you from from seeing is being washed away somehow. Also the water or the clouds, you know, is this like, are those clouds or is this water? You know, water reflects the clouds, right? So it just wants to say that there's, and again, the birds here, right? With this, it really feels like flying. Feels like flying. Also because those horses, they somehow, they jump, right? But they jump further, you know, it's not just yeah, it's like gravity's gone. And you can fly or float, right? Yeah. Yeah, gravity's gone. Very, yeah, it leaves you speechless, because encountering this is nothing that you can put in words, right? No, you just experience it. It's like the horses, they also don't say anything, they just fly around, right? Through this psychedelic landscape. Oh, that's lovely. Love it. So let's see what else we get in the Moonology cards. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, it seems to me that those cards, in the last reading, they were the same. So it's when you play, you also rest, right? Because it's not work, it's just rest and play, and it's not so serious, and it's more magical than anything else. You know, maybe you are just dreaming more after that, like, or resting more, right? And what does it have? Oh, the past. It's just the past. It means that you leave the past behind. It just means that you leave your old beliefs behind, because what you are witnessing is otherworldly and not from, it's from a different dimension, right? So therefore you need to believe. In the past, experiences of the past can sometimes force us to believe what we have seen. But when your vision shifts and you see more, you see differently, you see deeper, you see higher, you see brighter and more, then you automatically have to adjust also your belief system, because the past belief was almost holding you in a, yeah, it was holding you. In a structure, right? It's the structure here, you know, with the almost the earth, the lines of, do you see that? Yeah, yeah, and the structure, you're leaving this behind. It's magical. It's very nice. So yeah, let's see. Who this reading is for. Cancer. Yeah, additional info is in the litter box below, and see you next time. Bye bye.